All right. Got another walk and talk for you. Got an update. Hopefully I'll put these back to back. I made a video earlier today before I went to the library. Now I'm leaving there now. I was there for about a cool 11 hours. From like 9:30 to quarter after 8. And just as I expected, they were definitely doing their theater, definitely doing their bullying tactics and getting as many people involved as possible. And it was a pretty legendary day. Started off as it normally does. Them seeing me, not wanting me there, obviously, me not speaking to me. So I just went to my normal spot, sat down. Let's go. Sat down. Started charging all my stuff. And I want to say not even 5 minutes in, they were, doing what they normally do, getting as many people involved as possible. They were using kids to communicate with me because these are very, very kind, very peaceful, good people that we're dealing with here. This is kind of how they carry themselves. But yeah, they were pretending. I'm not sure if they normally did this, but they were pretending to teach kids how to do, division, long division, multiplication, addition, subtraction, just math in general. I don't even know why I elongated that, but they were pretending to do that. She was talking about the chick. She was this white chick. Was talking about addition by subtraction, and sometimes you got to deal with bigger numbers and smaller numbers. Got to keep adding numbers. And what she meant by that was people. And if you add a whole lot of people, which they did, they keep doing that more and more. And normally I don't really care. I normally just go there to upload these videos because I don't want to use my data. So I'll go there, upload these videos, and download games. That's normally what I'm there to do. And when I get done with that, that's kind of when I move on and do something else. But today, today was no different. Today was the same. So when I was just doing that, continuing doing that as I do, and yeah, the entire time, I think I maybe uploaded maybe 6 videos today. So it took a while. I was there maybe an hour longer after my last upload. I was there for like another hour, just hanging out because they wanted me there. Now I'll explain why. But yeah, she was using kids to, talk to me and continue their theater to me while having other people around me. They had these couple of dudes. I don't know what they look like. Didn't even turn around and look at them, honestly, because where I was sitting at, where my desk is it's looking outside in the window. So I just look outside the window. I don't even look at the people there. These people are constantly just doing the most and only hurting themselves. So I just kind of let them do what they do and dig their own graves. But it's something that, even though I know it needs to happen, I know this is all kind of towards a greater purpose, and I don't take any of this personally at all. You know what I'm saying? This is who these people are way before they met me. So has nothing to do with me. I still want to keep this to like a minimum. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to keep doing this over and over and over again. I got other things to do, other places to be. But as of right now, I got a couple of days where I don't have too much going on, so I can spend time over there. And I definitely will be back there tomorrow to continue uploading this video. I think I got 2 more to do, and I'll probably make another one in the morning. So got a few more to do. I'll be there for at least like half a day again. But yeah, they had some dude over there. He's sniffing, grunting, doing whatever. I'm not really sure what he's doing. He's always there. I'm not making assumptions about why he's there, but he's there. A lot of people were just there, making a lot of noises, banging on the desk, banging around the bookshelves I'm around. They always seem to be around the shelf, the books section that I'm around. There's books. There's like 3 corners, and then like a big ass open area. There's a computer lab there too. There's some desk like right behind where I'm at, in the middle of the room, kind of like the middle of the room. They always kind of seem to congregate where I'm at. Look at books where I'm at. Pick up a book, flip a few pages and put it back, as they do. You know what I'm saying? It's their theater. They've been doing it, like I said, all throughout the day. It's coming around me, trying to make me feel uncomfortable. I'm just playing my game. I was mainly playing Pokemon. I was playing Pokemon Grand Stadium. That game's pretty cool. It's a ROM hack of the regular GameCube Stadium. I was playing that for a bit. Played some sports games. I think I was playing Moonblack 2 on my 3DS. Playing that as well. So, like I said, I was different. 11 hours, so I got a lot of good sessions in. But yeah, she was doing that, and she wasn't really there for too much of the theater before. It was mainly the one incel, the brown dude. I don't know what nationality he is. I'm assuming he's Hispanic, but not sure what side of the equator he's from. What's going on? So it's kind of a mystery, but he's always been kind of feeling a certain type of way about me. I said this in another video about how the other women are and how he is, obviously. So he's overweight, not very good looking. So you know how they carry themselves. So I just let him, like I said, dig his own grave. It's just his life. It's probably the most important thing he's ever going to do in his entire life. So I'm glad I can be a part of it and give him, something to look forward to every day. But yeah, she was doing her little theater, getting more and more people involved, and basically saying that the only way to make me disappear is like bringing a whole bunch of people in there. And the reason why I stayed there for as long as I was is like, no, that's not why I left. I left because I had no reason to be there anymore. I was done uploading my videos. I was done downloading my stuff. I had other things to do that day. I was just killing time there in the library, as one does. That's normally, not just me, but I guess other people, they got stuff to do too. I guess people always doing the most, like this guy right here. He'll be alright. So she was kind of doing her little theater. I guess the other librarian. There's this like shorter, smaller Muslim chick. I guess she's kind of scared, and she was a white older chick who's kind of like showing her, I guess, what you're supposed to do in that situation. There are people in there, doing their theater. They're normal people. They had this older black chick. She's kind of always been in there. She's kind of their token house nigga that they got going over there to kind of make them feel like what they're doing isn't blatantly racist, which I appreciate her. I truly do. Like I said, I'm not going to make assumptions about who she is, but I feel comfortable calling her a house nigga, because any black person who goes at another black person without even speaking to them and kind of like picking sides for non-black people is a house nigga. That's kind of what they do. They're not bad people, this is kind of who they are. I'm saying they're in the house. They were out in the fields. They were snitching on us to get in better with them, essentially. So I feel for her. I don't know why this is the route that she took, but there's a reason for it. And she gonna make the best of it, I guess. But if she shows up, she's always there. Every time this kind of stuff happens, not every time, but she's been there. She's doing her theater. Been doing that for a while, over a year. So I appreciate her showing up, showing support for the home team, and hopefully one day they'll accept her and let her in the ranks. You know what I'm saying? Give her a nice little sticker. Give her a nice little coon sticker. You know what I'm saying? That she's been hoping for her whole entire life. But she was there. They even called the cops sometime. I want to say maybe around like 2, 3 o'clock. No, maybe around either 3 or 4 o'clock. Because, I guess they expected me, because they had so many people coming in and out of there, people walking in front of the window, doing their normal theater. I guess they expected me to leave. I was there for like 6 hours at that point. And I'm like, nah, I'm not even done. I'm only literally little over halfway done uploading my videos. I'm not leaving. You know what I'm saying? Once again, all these things could have been alleviated with just a simple conversation. Not a single person in that room has ever spoken to me. Not a single one. Not even a syllable to me. They do all this theater around me and to me. They don't actually speak words to me. But like I said, I keep reiterating in these past videos, we speak through energy. We talk through energy. And their energy, to me, has always been kind of hostile. Well, not all of them, but recently, yes. But for the most part, it's been kind of like 50-50. So it is what it is. I'm not too worried about it. But at the end of the day, this is who these people are. And I'm just, like I always do, just hold a mirror up and be like, this is kind of who you guys are. And I'm not sure why you guys are rejecting how you're acting. You know what I'm saying? I don't really go around projecting who I am on people. I just go around surviving, minding my own business. But you guys constantly want to be in mine because you don't have anything better to do, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I don't know your lives. I don't know who you are. But the chick, she definitely was very, very, at the beginning of it, very confident that what she was doing and how she was carrying herself was going to get rid of me. And eventually, like I said, it led to them doing what they always do, running to the police and calling them on a non-violent black man is this standing there menacingly, sitting there menacingly. So that's this kind of who these people are, how they carry themselves. So it's whatever, like I said, more theater. And I think at one point she said, I'm over it. She kept, they keep going, getting other people involved and using the printer as like a proxy to speak to me. One time, I'm going, just doing my thing, just chilling there, playing games, drinking water, staying hydrated. I went to the bathroom, and I think the one dude, he either said impressive or aggressive. I think he said aggressive. I don't want to say which way this guy was thinking. But when I came back, she was over there, and she said, okay. A few minutes later, she got somebody else to go to the printer. He was having a hard time printing the whatever he's printing. He said like something was broken or something was, I don't know. And her words were, "Wow, you okay? Yeah, you still got it. You're good to go now." Now, obviously, she was talking to him, but she was speaking to me. Saying, "Yeah, I'm okay, whatever. You here for this long? You made your point. You can leave now." I'm like, "No, this is not that, ma'am. This is not how we do things in the future." I'm saying? You gotta kind of be you gotta kind of be what you kind of live the life that you kind of want to put for the future. I don't know. There's better ways I could have wrote it that, but you guys don't understand what I'm saying. That's kind of what I want to. That's kind of how people should carry themselves moving forward. You know what I'm saying? You want to speak to somebody, you better make sure that your energy's right. If you want someone to actually listen to you, you're coming up with wicked energy, they're going to send that shit back. You know what I'm saying? I can definitely speak on that because that's definitely what I was doing for a while until I figured out what this shit was. But now that that I have like a little bit more clarity about what this truly is and how I should be carrying myself, at least consciously, things are making a lot more sense. But now that, oh yeah, so that was that. But yeah, she got fed up. She called the police. I don't know what she did. I'm assuming she played the went back to the old tried and true white woman playbook, calling the police when someone black does something that she doesn't like, or when she feels her ways, she's getting her way, or threatened or whatever. You know, so I'm not really sure. But they didn't do anything. They were just there for a second. They didn't even speak to me because they knew what was going on. They knew what it was. They were there. I saw their car out front, and they left. You know, like I said, they didn't even speak to me. They were just there. And this one dude, I think it's the same dude. I don't know. He kept. When I showed up, he said, "Oh, the computer's froze. Something keeps popping up, and it keeps freezing." It's like, whatever, my guy. You know, keep projecting. I'm not even paying attention to you. I'm there to do what I need to do and show my face. Because once again, this is all nothing but jealousy. That's the biggest piece of the pie when it comes to racism. It's jealousy. And they are nothing but jealous right now. You know, so I got a video coming up. It's probably gonna be posted before this one is, called "We Are Living in Peak Jealousy Right Now." People have never been more jealous now than ever. I will stand on that because of social media and people just looking into people's lives. They have no real reason to, other than to make themselves miserable and jealous, I guess. But the whole thing, just people trying to, I'm trying to find a good way to put this. The whole thing of people just hyper focusing on others instead of themselves. I've noticed that recently. You know, just constantly, just not taking inventory of what's going on in their personal lives, but worried about him and her. It really needs to be studied. A lot of this shit needs to be studied. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing and documenting it, because this whole city, this whole country, this whole city needs to be studied. And people definitely need to come here and look how these people are carrying themselves, because, like I said, there's some legendary shit. I mean, there's nothing but jealousy on everyone's part. That's why she called the cops on me or whatever. And yeah, like they're getting kids involved, which I don't pity or look down on kids and think of them like some lesser than. They're this versions of their mother and father that aren't fully developed. You know what I'm saying? They're not innocent. They know what they're doing. They're just naive. They don't have the full concept of a lot of things that they do. But they still do things that they know what they are. They just don't have the full, like I said, context of what these things are. So it is what it is. I just know that I'm carrying myself with a type of energy that is attracting a whole lot of people. I'm bringing a light to places that people want to keep dark. And I kind of want to, end on this front. Is that